We're going to use our strap. We're going to use our blocks, okay? Now, what I want to make sure is if you are going to go upside down, because obviously this is online and I'm not with you, please, please, please make sure it's in a safe environment. So use the wall if you're unsure. We will be, as I said, we will be doing inversions of sorts today. Never feel pressured to go upside down. Never feel pressured to do anything that you don't want to. I'll always give conditioning. I'll always give options, okay? But it's going to be a nice flow. We're going to look a lot at shoulder strengthening, shoulder work, and just generally getting a little bit of a sweat on, getting into our breath, and just working through the back, the shoulders, and the lower body. So we're going to start with our straps. So I'd like you to have a strap for me. Just come to the front of your mat. I want the arms slightly wider than shoulders. So I normally do about a shoulder and a half width. If you know you're particularly tight, do it slightly wider, okay? And from here, all we're going to do is we're going to create a little bit of tension between the straps. So I want you to almost just gently pull out. You're going to very easily start to reach the fingers forward. Draw your arms up and towards the sky, and we're just going to hold the arms here. Closing the eyes, I want you just to begin to feel a nice connection with the floor. Take a full breath in. Reach the arms nice and high, drawing up beneath the armpits, and we're just going to start to gently circle the arms here. And I want you to allow the breath to just settle into the body. So throughout the practice, really focus and use this focus and direct it into your breath. So I don't actually really care what you do with your body. I don't really mind how far you go into each of the positions. I don't care if you don't do anything. If you just sat down and breathed for the whole hour, that's absolutely fine. But I want you to breathe. I want you to really keep that constant rhythmic inhale and exhale. And then on the other way, as you're doing this, really note if you're starting to arch or flare the ribs. And use that exhale to just gently allow the rib cage to draw in. Feel that gentle contraction of the muscles. And maybe start to just extend and draw those arms a little bit higher. Good. Now from here, we're going to take a full breath in. And I want you to begin to flex the neck, so draw the chin down towards the chest and slowly begin to round and roll through the spine, all the way down.
I don't know if it's because there's we're not all on silent, but just if you're recording it, I don't think it
is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Let's go. Okay, so the same thing. We're going to now roll forward, all the way down. And just allow the spine to gently release. Keep that gentle tension in between the arms. Now as your hands draw towards the ground, gently bend the knees and begin to extend the spine, lifting the arms slightly behind the head if you can. And then we're going to slowly release, round the way back up. Feel that gentle flexion through the back. And then lift the arms all the way towards the sky. Elevate the shoulders ever so slightly, and then gently begin to extend and feel the shoulder blades draw together and down, creating a gentle extension through the back. And we're going to do that again. We're going to inhale, externally rotate the arms, squeezing the palms together, and gently flex through the neck, the spine. From here, bend the knees, draw the chest long, reach through the fingertips, arms behind the head. And then gently release down and wobble all the way back up. Good, come into that full overhead flexion. And then rotate the arms back and down, squeeze. Good. We're going to do this a couple more times. Just allow yourself to move through this full release of the shoulders. If you can keep the legs straight, feel free. So you don't need to bend those knees if you have the ability to extend the spine with the legs long. Otherwise, keep them nice and bent. Good. Again, as well, if you have the ability to maybe take the arms into full extension behind you, maintaining that external rotation of the arms, please do. But that, again, is not a necessity. You're really just trying to open a little bit through the chest and around the shoulder blades. Last time. And then from here, drawing those arms back, lifting up, rounding forward. Good, we're just going to release the strap to the side. This time press the hands into the floor, lengthen the spine, so the arms are going to stay in front of the face. We're just going to lift up onto the toes. Now from here, I want you to gently begin to round through the spine, flex, 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 press the hands in towards the floor. The weight is going to pour in towards the palms, and then we're going to gently extend and lift. If you can do this staying on your toes, please do. It's going to give you a little bit more of a balance challenge. It's also going to create a little bit more active hip extension, hip flexion. Good. Press. And again, try and keep the weight into the palms. If you need to bend the knees in order to do this, absolutely fine. If you need to release the heels down, also fine. Good. 2 more times. Really try to work to extend the spine. So you're trying to create as much thoracic mobility here. Nice. Now from here, we're just going to start to walk the feet back. So I want you to root the palms down fully. Again, lift up onto those toes if you can. Weight fully pouring into the palms, and we're just going to step and walk the feet back, come into a nice plank. From here, we're just going to bend the knees, crouch, press away through the ground, extend through the elbows, take the arms up and overhead, open up through the shoulders, and then we're going to reverse, come back through the plank, and we're just going to walk the feet towards the palm. I want you to do this a couple of times, inhaling, exhaling, walk back. Good, bend. Inhale, exhale. Good, inhale, exhale. Using the breath, allowing this gentle loading of the arms of the shoulders and opening. So it shouldn't be too challenging. It shouldn't be massively tiring. We're just working into the upper body. Nice. Good, 2 more times. Wonderful. And the last time, we're going to walk those hands out. We're going to come into a nice plank. From here, we're going to sit back, press away through the hands, and I want you to drop your elbows or your forearms onto the floor. Take the full breath in. We're going to ripple forward through a little forearm plank and drop the chest into the ground as slowly as you can. Keep the hands pressing down. Extend up the spine, cobra. Exhale, release down, forearms, tuck the toes. Lift all the way back into your forearm, down dog or crouching down dog. And then lifting the elbows, press away, extend, full down dog. We're going to do that again with inhale. Lower those forearms down, shift the weight forward. Slowly lower. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release it down. Tuck the toes, press all the way back up. Push it back. See if you can extend those elbows off the ground. And then come into your full down dog. Good, 2 more times. Lower down. Shift forward. Inhale. Good, exhale. Draw back up. Press away. Lift, extend. Wonderful. Last time. We're now going to hold in our dolphin with those forearms down. And I just want you to start to gently shift the weight from one arm to the other. So we're just going to start to press away through the ground, through the forearm. Just walking those arms nice and easily. If you can straighten those legs fully, please do. But I don't want you to be shifting forward. I want there to be a nice and easy flexion through the shoulder here. Really starting to build a good, strong engagement through the shoulder joint. Fantastic. Now from here, we're going to slowly press down through the left arm. And I want you to inwardly rotate the arm bone, and we're just going to swivel the knees out into the side. Inhale, come into a little side plank. Feel this engagement into this internal rotation. Good. And then we're going to reverse, release the hands back down. Same thing on the other side. Inwardly rotate. Hold. Find this nice support. Again, we're not doing anything that's crazily difficult for the joints. We're just starting to build an awareness, little mini isometrics as we move through our different positions. Come back into your dolphin. Again, inwardly rotate. Good. If you want, you can begin to extend and maybe lift the chest. Taking it through a little bit of a bigger range. Slowly releasing it down. Find your breath. Maybe go straight onto the other side. Really nice. And again, you can play a little bit here. Positioning of your arm, so you can take it fully across. You can also take it to the diagonal. Good. Breathe. 2 more times. And again, try and make this transition smooth as possible. Wonderful. For the 2 last time. Really nice. 5. Good. From here, we're going to come into our little dolphin crouch. Now from here, if you can lower the knees down, especially if you know you find chaturanga is quite hard. Slowly pull yourself forward, lower your chaturanga, and lift straight into your upward dog. From here, we're just going to tuck the toes, press it back. We're going to repeat that. If you know you actually quite like to do chaturangas and you want the challenge, we're going to lower those forearms down. From here, shift your weight straight forward into a full chaturanga, and then lift, up dog, tuck, press it back. One more time. Lower those arms down. Exhale, pull through, lift up, and then press back, down dog, and hold here. From this position, we're going to very gently micro bend the elbow. So we're not going to come into a full forearm dog or dolphin. So you're going to come into a turbo dog. Hold those arms. Just want you to pulse or squeeze the elbows together, feeling the engagement through the serratus. You should also feel a little bit of an engagement into the supraspinatus. Good. The muscles that externally rotate your scapula or your arm. Fantastic. One more breath. Hold. Nice. And then we're going to press, extend, full dog. Good. Press it back. Bend those elbows for a breath. Inhale. And then press away. Good. One more time. Inhale. Bend the elbows. Press away. Fantastic. 2 more times. Bend those elbows. Press away. Bend the elbows. Press away. Last time, we're going to bend the elbows. And now I want you to allow the head to begin to drop towards the ground. Turn your gaze towards your belly. Now see if you can extend the elbows fully, keeping your head reaching. So we're actually trying to open quite strongly through the shoulders now. But we're doing it from a place of extension and length. Good. So keep the spine long. Really flex those shoulders as much as possible. Externally rotating for 3. For 2. Good. For 1. We're going to slowly release. To ripple forward. As you ripple forward, draw your knee in towards your nose and step the right foot down and in between hands. Good. From here, we're just going to release out through the arms a little bit. We're going to take a nice inhale, drawing the arms up, come into your crescent lunge. Bend that front knee forward, extend the back heel back and reach the arms long. Take a full breath in. Slowly rotate your arms through. We're going to now take a nice extension through the shoulders. Squeeze the hands together. And now from here, think about drawing your sternum, so your big bone at the front of your chest. Begin to draw it up towards the sky. reach towards the ceiling, bend that knee forward, good. Extend the back heel, find that wonderful extension to the front of the hip. Lift through the lower belly, stay nice and safe into the spine. Good, now from here, we're just going to allow those arms to re-rotate back. As you do, bend the back knee. Good, and we're going to slowly extend the leg, reach the arms forward. Here, I want you to try and place your hands towards the ground. If you can't, we're just going to hover. Reach, reach, reach. Good. Really nice. From here, slowly extend back up, lift up, extend the back knee, open through the chest, extend through the shoulders, draw the palms together. Really active, and then reach it back. Good, lower that back knee and reach the arms forward. One more time, lift up. Extend, press that knee forward. Good. Last time, bend, extend. Good, now from here, I want you to try and get your forearms on the floor, even if you need to bend your knee a little bit, okay? So try and press your forearms down. If not, you're going to put the fist, if I show you this, you're going to press the fist into the floor, and you're going to try and just reach those elbows down towards the ground. Nice. Very simply, you're going to try and press the arms down. You're going to lengthen that leg back, and you're going to lift straight up into your dolphin. You press away through the arm, point the toe if you can. And then we're going to reverse. You're going to lower that back knee. Squeeze that leg into you, press, extend, and drop that leg back. Good. Really nice. Lower the elbows down. And make the transition. Extend, release, draw forward, and lift. Two more times. Release down, press, extend. Good. Stay strong. Press, press, press through the ground. Press, press. Nice. Last time. Wonderful. Good. Working that lovely hip flexion. Fantastic. Nice. And then we're going to come into our dolphin. Really nice. So wherever you are, we're going to come into our dolphin. The right leg is lifted. Plant those hands down on the floor. Maybe even connect your thumbs if you need a little bit of an anchor point. And then from here, you have some options. You're either going to drop the chin as close to the hands as you can, lower the back knee, just draw the chest forward, lifting that back leg up, finding a nice extension through the spine. If you'd like, you can begin to take little hops and maybe take a variation of your pincher. Ooh, try not to hit the wall. Good. Whatever feels good for you. Really nice. Come on, Fiona, you can do that. Lift that leg up, find a nice extension. Yes. Now I want you to pull the chest forward. So whatever you're doing, I want you to pull the chest through the arms. So whether it's your pincher, whether it's a split pincher, a back bend pincher, whatever it is, I want that pull through the arms. Good for 3, nice. For 2, keep the chest lifted. For 1, and then we're going to release down. Fantastic. Really nice. Bring the knees, take a little rest through the arms, shake from side to side. Good. Really, really good. And then we're going to plant the hands. We're going to ripple forward, tuck the toes, lower down through your chaturanga. Inhale, come up to your up dog. Shine the chest forward. Exhale, move back to your downward facing dog. From here, step the left leg forward, straight away in between the hands. With inhale, up. Find your high lunge. Circle those arms all the way back. Keep extending through the heel. So we're really thinking of finding this full extension through the spine. The shoulders are reaching back. Externally rotate. Send that heel down. And then we're going to reverse. Circle the arms all the way up. Lower that right knee to the floor. Reach the arms forward. Good. We're going to do that again. We're going to inhale, lift up. Full extension. Circle the arms back. Wonderful. And then release. Drop that back knee down. Good. Control through the legs. Again, really just try and keep that breath. I honestly don't mind how much support you use here The main thing is I really want you to find the breath, to keep that movement of the breath into the body. Fantastic. From here, we're going to place our hands onto the floor. The elbows can root down. If you can, you're going to reach and extend that leg back, draw it towards the sky, slowly step it forward. Good. And release. Again, hands down. Find that pressure through the arms first, and then slowly release and drop. 2 more times, press down. Good. Lift it up. Release it down. Fantastic. Last time, hands down. Come into our full dolphin now. Again, you can stay here in the split, just hold into the dolphin. You can also then start to take the chin forward, release the back knee, and think about trying to lift that leg up towards the sky. Extend the knee. You're pulling the chest through, and you can even try and bend, trying to touch maybe the foot to the head. Otherwise, lift back up, come into your pincher, and I want you to try and take your split pincher here. Lifting the chest, pressing away. Maybe bending that front foot in towards the head. Full extension. Releasing. However feels good. Stay in that stretch for 3. Good for 2. Breathe. Pull the chest through. That's all I want. Nice. And then press back. Come into your child's pose. And release. Good. How are you all doing? You surviving? Fantastic. Good. Breathe it on. Really nice. Now from here, we're just going to release out through the shoulders a little bit. Stay in your child's pose. I just want you to rotate the torso to the right to full circle. Draw the arm behind. Touch the hand to the lower back. And then we're going to release all the way around. So we're just taking really nice, easy circles coming through our shoulder cars into a nice extension, internal rotation. And then back. Last time on each side. Fantastic. Good. And then back. And then all the way to the other side. Lovely. And then back. Fantastic. From here, we're going to ripple forward. We're now going to lift into our full plank. I want you to lift up. We're just going to breathe here. Now, in this position, we're going to start to work a little bit of active compression, maybe some jumps in towards the hands. And that may lead into arm balance if you want to, otherwise just stay with the conditioning. We're going to take a full breath in. I want you to slowly press back, come into your down dog. As you do, extend that right leg up towards the sky. From here, you're going to bend the knee, and I want you just to begin to touch or reach that knee in towards your right tricep. From here, take a gentle micro bend of the elbows, and then we're going to extend back and reach the right leg towards the sky. We're going to repeat that. We're going to draw the knee forward, touch the back of the arm, maybe micro bend the arms, protract the shoulder blades, press away through the hands, and then reach it back. Good. 2 more times. Draw it forward. Hover that knee, protract. Pull the chest forward, and then back. Wonderful. Last time. Draw it forward, touch, breathe. Fantastic. From here, keep your arm on your knee, or on your elbow, sorry. Keep your elbow on your knee. And you're going to slowly lower the left leg. And I want you just to hold here. So we're literally just looking to try and squeeze that right knee to our right tricep. As the leg's down, you're going to feel a really strong abdominal contraction. Breathe for 3. Good for 2. Now press down through your left arm. And I want you to try and open that leg up to the side. So you're coming into a little side position, keeping the knee towards your elbow. And then you're going to start to extend and take a full extension through the spine. Trying to maybe reach the arm overhead towards the foot. Squeeze it back. Elbow to the knee. And then slowly release all the way back. Good. Flex or laterally flex the spine. Good. Slowly extend to the right side. Last time. Draw it through. Keep the knee as close to the arm as you can. Release it back down. Good. From here, we're going to extend that right leg back into a downward facing dog. And just walk it on out. Good. We're going to do the other side. I'm now going to start to gently take that left leg up towards, oh, got my foot caught on my jasmine. The left side. We're going to start to draw that knee in towards your left arm hold. Maybe bend the elbows, protract. You can even try and slide maybe that foot up and then release it back and extend. Good, do that a couple more times. Ripple forward, knee on the arm, bend the elbows. Maybe try and extend. Hover if you can before releasing it back. Good, 2 more times. Draw that knee up to the elbow or the triceps. Squeeze them together. Press away, pull up, and then reach it back. Last time. Draw that elbow or the knee to the elbow, hold. Lower the right knee down this time, hold. And we're going to squeeze for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pull the lower belly in, 5, 4, 3, 2. You can turn around. 1, same thing from here. We're going to root down through that right arm. You're going to try and lift that left leg up towards the sky. Good shift. Squeeze that knee in. And then you're going to start to extend, draw the hand towards the foot, full opening. And then reverse, squeeze, lift, touch, reach, around and back. Fantastic. 3 more times. Now, don't worry if you're like, oh my God, how the hell am I meant to be doing that? Well, all I really want you to imagine is you're squeezing. So even if this is your squeeze, and this is your extension, and it's minimal range, that's absolutely fine. Remember, what I'm showing is a full expression, shall we say, of the pose. What I want you to do is to go where you can. Really nice. So Holly, keep the arm overhead in flexion, not an extension. Yeah, last time. That's it. Now draw that elbow in towards the knee. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. We're going to slowly lower it down. Now from here, keep the knee connected and touch the foot onto the floor. From here, you're now going to root down through the toe, draw your right leg up and touch onto the back of your tricep. And we're just going to hold here in this slightly strange crouch. And I want you to begin to just rock forward and then back. So we're almost going through a little squat, rocking forward and back. And what I want you to actually note what I'm doing with my feet. As I reach forward, I'm actually rolling over and onto the front of my feet. Now, this might be quite uncomfortable for some of you because the feet aren't used to going into that plantar flex position. It might be quite challenging, but I want to encourage you to try. Because when you go into the plantar flex, you have less weight in your feet and it forces you to begin to shift more of the weight into your arms. Nice. Good, keep those elbows straight for me for now, Fiona. We're not bending them. So everyone that's bending your elbows, keep those elbows straight for now. That's why the feet are staying on the floor. This is the conditioning. Good. 2 more. Really good. Now, when you're ready, we're going to slowly root those hands down. Now, you have 2 options. If you can keep the arm straight, I want you to keep the arm straight. And you're going to come forward and you're going to try and hover those feet off the floor. If you struggle with the arms straight, because it's quite intense in the wrists and the shoulders, we're going to reach forward. You're then going to bend, pull the fingers back, press the hands away, squeeze the elbows in, and see if you can lift those knees, the feet off the floor. and we're going to hold in our Bakasana. And we're going to breathe there for about 10 breaths. So we're looking for endurance. Now, if you can't hold for 10 breaths, I want you to keep one foot on the ground and hold for 5, and then switch. So you always have a foot down, okay? We're working stamina, we're working strength. And this is what's going to give you that ability to just feel easy in these poses. So we're not grabbing at them and hoping for the best. So Andrea, keep that foot down, hold for 5. Now shift forward, 4, 3, 2, switch feet, hold for 5. Good, 4, keep the weight forward, 3, 2, 1, good. From here, we're going to release down. Fantastic, really nice, guys. We're going to release the feet down. We're going to come into this little squat position, and we're just going to take the arms behind us. From here, turn the fingers away. And now I want you to extend the hips up. We're now reversing the position, taking a nice tabletop, extending through the spine and the shoulders. Really good. We're going to sit the butt down, walk forward, hands in front. We're going to repeat. Shift, come into your crow, either hold for 10 counts or hold one foot down and breathe for 5. So we're on 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the feet down. Repeat. Draw the arms behind us and lift your hips up. Really nice. Last time. We're going to draw it forward now. We're going to play around with this a little bit, okay? So what we're actually going to do is I want you to either keep one foot on the floor. So we're going to take a prep for our Ekapada Bakasana. Now, you're not going to actually do this. If you can, great, you can do your Ekapada, but don't worry if you can't. I'm going to show you. We're now going to start to play with the movement and do some cross rotations. So you're going to keep your hands down. I'm going to show you this way so you can see my arms. We're going to come into the same position, but the foot is going to stay down. From here, you're going to extend one leg up towards the sky, hold for 5. You're then going to release it down. You're going to take the arm that was on your knee, that was still grounded, and you're going to switch, and you're going to lift that leg forward and into a nice little extension. Release, down. Repeat, other side. Lift, drop, and then switch. Arm, down, and again, lift into a little crossbody rotation. So you're just challenging now this movement, or this movement, and this movement. Does that make sense? Do you want me to show you again? Fiona, you look perplexed. Let me know. I can show you again. Did that make sense? I'm going to talk you through it. Don't worry. Okay, so we're going to come into our Bakasana. So come forward into your Bakasana. Now keep your right leg connected to your arm. Foot is fully planted in the floor. We're going to shift the weight into that leg and see if you can hover that left foot off. So just hover it off to begin. You don't need to lift it all the way up. You're going to feel a lot of work happening in that right arm. Keep the left elbow squeezing into the right. So you're engaging the arms together, strong. Keep the elbows bent, Fiona. Bend those elbows, both of them. Yes. Feel the difference. There we go. Good. Keep the weight shifting forward. Then from here, you're going to place that foot back down. You're now going to take that right arm and you're going to reach it behind you. Place it on the floor. Good. From here, you're going to start to extend your right leg out and you're going to draw the left arm up towards the sky and find this nice reach. The foot stays low. You can actually keep it on the ground if you need. Lift the hips, left arm high. Yes, there we go, like a little wild thing, exactly. Yes, that's it. Send those hips high, Fiona. Fantastic. Nice. Now we're going to reverse. Draw that left arm forward as you drop the hips down. Come back into your crow position. Wonderful. Now we're going to use the left leg. So now you're going to root the left leg onto your left tricep. And then we're going to extend that right leg out. Yes. Fantastic. Send that leg high. Really, really, really nice. Fab. Drop that leg down. We're now going to circle the left leg, the left arm behind as you drop the hips. Reach that left arm all the way around and behind. Nice. Reach the right arm towards the sky and the left. Yes, fantastic. That's it, that's it. Yes, Fiona, awesome. Keep reaching. We're going to do that one more time now. You've got it, and I'm going to do it with you. Good. Drop it down. We're going to come back into our crow. Good. Now see if you can extend that left leg. Good. And then slowly release. As you do, reach that right arm back. Extend the right leg, left leg long. Good. See if you can hover the leg if you want a little bit of additional strength training. Nice. Reverse. Draw it forward. This time go straight into that left side. Good. Engage. Maybe come into the full pose. Ooh. Not like me falling. Good. Release it down. Left arm behind. Good. Extend the left leg. Wonderful. Hold. And then release. This time we're going to drop the whole hips. We're going to lengthen both legs. And we're just going to extend those arms behind us and just gently release through the backs of the wrists. So I want the back of the hands on the floor. We're just going to pad out through the backs of the arms. Good. The hands, sorry. Moving the weight between each arm. Good. Keep releasing from side to side. Wonderful. Now we're going to have a little bit of fun. So the arms should be nice and warm now, shouldn't they? Do they feel nice and warm? So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a little roll, and we're going to start to do little hops. So from here, we're going to take the arms forward. We're going to pull those knees in towards our chest. And I want you to just gently roll back. And we're going to come forward, hands. And we're going to do a little jump. And then down. Now, if you don't want to do the jump, we're just going to do the exact movement that we just did. Reaching forward, just taking the weight. Releasing back. Lift up, roll forward. Jump. And down. Yes. Yeah, good. Fantastic. That's it. So you can take crow if you want to take crow instead of the jump. You can do the crow hold, or you can do the full handstand jump. If you're doing the handstand jump, don't worry about holding it. Just think more about getting the hips up and straightening the arms. Yes! Fantastic. Andrea, get those legs up. Good. Yes. Hop a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. See, if I say you can do it, I know you can. Good. That's it, fantastic. Another 3. Good. Another 2. Another 1 now. On your last roll, you're going to roll up. You're going to take whichever position you want, whether it's a little hop, whether it's your crow, whatever it is. And then you're going to lower back, plant those hands down. And we're just going to begin to root the feet into the ground and just allow the torso to drop. Wonderful. And just gently sway from side to side. Now we've done a lot of shoulder work in the frontal plane. Now I want you to slowly begin to release the arms out to the side, like you've got, or like they're in, or keeping them in line with the shoulders. And we're just going to gently allow them to circle. So bend the knees if you need a little bit of support here, allowing the chest to drop onto the thighs. If you're quite mobile through the back, lengthen out the legs and just feel this nice rotation of the shoulders. It should actually feel a bit strange because normally we do this standing vertically, not in this way. So you don't normally have to lift, or we're not normally feeling in the downward motion. We normally have gravity helping us. We're actually using gravity against. Nice. For another 3. Good. For another 2. For another one. Fantastic. Now slowly from here, I want you to rotate your palms to the front of the room, and you're going to squeeze the thumbs together behind your back, taking the shoulders into full extension. Good. We're now going to slowly start to unravel through the spine and reach the arms together, interlacing the hands. From here, draw the palms down towards the floor and lift up through the back. Wonderful extension. Good. Really nice. And then we're going to release. And we're just going to give the shoulders and the back a little bit of a shake out. Good. From here, we're going to inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale, release all the way down. Move your way through a little vinyasa. Place the hands on the floor. Extend through the chest as you release the weight into the hands. Step, jump your feet back, come into your plank. Draw down through a full chaturanga. And then we're going to inhale, lift up. Come through and into your up dog. From here, lift up, press back into your downward facing dog, keeping engaged through the center of the body, pressing away and just breathing here. Fantastic. For another 3 full breaths. For another 2. Really nice. For another 1. Really good. Now from here, we're going to slowly have one last little chance to practice getting upside down. So I'm going to give you some options, okay? And we've got a couple of options here. So I am going to give you the option to do just straight bunny hops. If you want to just do bunny hops for handstands, if you're working on that, you can just do little hops up and down, forward and back, even just jumping the feet to the hands. From here, your shoulders should be more than warmed up now. You can just jump, slowly lower, jump and back, really trying to focus on keeping the elbows, so not bending those elbows, but pressing away from the ground. If you don't want to do that, I'm going to give you an option for a funky pincher variation, which is going to play in with the work that we've been doing with crow. So you're actually going to lower your left forearm to the floor, and your right hand is going to come in line, maybe just in front of your left elbow. So can you see how I'm in this slight position here? Now slowly, all I want you to do, you're going to draw your right knee to your right elbow, and you're just going to hold. Breathe, and that's going to be the first position. If you feel comfortable, you can start to try and come up into a little egg, or fully extend the leg up towards the sky. So it's like similar to what we were just prepping for with that ekapada, but we've got the one arm on the ground, so it's a lot more supported on that left side. I would recommend leaving that left leg on the ground until you feel very, very supported and very, very secure in the position, okay? It's amazing conditioning for the front of the shoulder. I'm just gonna make a point now, when you're doing it, showing on my left side, be very careful that we don't collapse the elbow out to the side. Keep it squeezing in. And when you have that knee, I want you to imagine you're trying to give yourself the best cleavage you've ever given yourself in your life. So we're squeezing those elbows together, okay? That's the only image that I think works, personally, because I tell people to squeeze the elbows in and they don't. So imagine you're squeezing. So if there are guys watching this recording, you're just going to have to imagine what that's like. But for women, squeeze the elbows in like this, okay? In the same way, even with that one on the floor. And then from here, if I move back so you can actually see my arms. And then from here with the elbow, with the knee on your elbow, we're going to shift forward, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And we're going to keep pressing away. So I don't want the head to collapse on the ground. Keep pressing away, lift, and just hold this position. Again, if you want to come into the little egg, you can. If you want to find the full extension, also fine. It's completely up to you, wherever you want to take it to, okay? But just make sure that you're feeling secure and stable. I don't want you collapsing down and feeling any pressure in the front of the shoulder. 2 minutes to play with that before we stretch it on out. Good. And if Andrea's like, I'm doing the handstands. Good. I think this is the first time that maybe the handstands is the easier option. Well, maybe not, it depends. Good, keep jumping. Yes. So think the hips higher for me, Andrea. When you're jumping, I want you to think the hips up and the thighs into the chest. Yeah, so think about drawing those hips as close to your chest as you can before switching it back. Yeah, better. Really nice. Good. Yeah, there we go. Well done, Fiona, that's awesome. Good. Yes, of course, Holly. So what we're going to do, come with your right arm on the ground. Actually, just come into your down dog, press the hands in, come into the down dog, release your right forearm onto the floor, and step your left hand in line or just in front of your elbow, in line with your shoulder. Good. Now from here, wrap the elbow in, so we're squeezing the elbow into the side, good. Begin to lift the hips and stack them over the shoulders. So lift those hips high, yes, good. Now from here, take your left knee, place it onto the back of the tricep. Good, point the toe, I want energy out through that foot. Now from here, begin to press away through the ground. Press, 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 and see if you can lift those hips a little bit higher, lightening the weight in the right foot. Hold, don't let the head touch the floor, keep pressing away. Squeeze up through the abs, yeah, nice. And then change sides. Fantastic. For those that are done and you're like, I am tired, I want you to take hold of your hands and just circle out through the wrists and just allow some nice release through the arms. Good. If you want to keep going, please do. Otherwise, join me in the nice release of your arms, your wrists. Good. Now from here, I just want you to slowly take your hand onto your right deltoid. So your left hand onto your right deltoid, and we're just going to squeeze up and just drop the ear. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And you're lifting with this arm. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then just gently release it down. Give it a little shake. Same onto the other side. Take your hand. Help it squeeze. Elevate the shoulder. Draw that ear in towards. Good. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then just drop it down. Maybe even taking a little counter tilt of the neck. Good, we're just going to circle the arms behind, reach out and long, draw the chest high. Good. That was really good, Holly. Well done. Nice. And then from here, we're going to cross the right arm, finding a nice posterior deltoid stretch. Now, if you're struggling to feel this in the back of the shoulder, try not to allow the back to round. So if I turn sideways, we don't want this. You want to keep the scapula almost sat into the back. And then from there, you're going to target it a lot more into the back of the shoulder. Nice. Keep a little bit of pressure of the arm into that left. Yeah, good. And then release, other side, cross, hook, and then resist a little bit with that extended arm. So we're not allowing it to just pull through. We're resisting into the stretch ever so slightly. Nice. So this should release a little bit through the back of the shoulders. Wonderful. In the same way, we're now going to take the right arm, place it over the top, opposite side of the head, and just allow the neck to drop. So we're just creating a little bit of length into that upper trap. They might be quite tired after all of the work that we've done. Now from here, I just want you to start to gently press the head into the hand and resist. So you're creating an ever so gentle contraction into that lengthened side. Breathe. Maybe even see if you can depress the shoulder down slightly as you're doing this. And then release. Good, give the head a little shake. Other side. Hook. Drop the ear down. Resist for a moment. So you're keeping a little bit of activity into the top of that neck. All the way down to the shoulder. Good. And then drop that shoulder down, maybe depress it a little bit. Good. And then release. Good. Just allow yourself to draw little figures of 8 with the head. Releasing out through the neck. And then when you're ready, just allow yourself to release onto your right. Take the legs out in front and just come onto your back. Good. In whatever way feels good. Draw the knees up and in towards the chest. Good. And then from here, we're just going to allow the arms to release out to the side. Really focus on rotating or allowing the palms to rotate towards the sky. And even if you can, maybe try and lift the little fingers so you're taking a full external rotation through the arms. Then from here, drop the knees towards the right. And as you reach the arms to the side, resist this rotation. Good. With the arms. So don't allow the torso to rotate with you. Keep reaching long. Good. Little fingers up towards the ceiling. Reach as long as you can for 5. Good. For 4. Keep pressing the elbows down. For 3. For 2. For 1. And lift the knees back up. Same on the other side. We're going to drop the knees towards the left. Reach long, long, long with the fingers. Good. Allow those legs to drop. Full rotation, and then make sure that shoulder isn't lifting. Press the arms out. Good. For another 3, 2, 1. Lift up. Good. From here, I just want the arms to release overhead. Bending the elbows so they're not overly strained. Just allow the palms to rest on top of one another. And I want you just to imagine you're drawing little figures of 8 with the legs. So we're allowing little movements of the pelvis, but we're also working fairly actively to stay in control of this movement. So even though it's easy, it shouldn't be really challenging. We're not overly contracting. This isn't passive. We're still trying to move with ease, but control. Last time. Fantastic. Then release the legs down. From here, keep the arms overhead. I want you just to hover the pelvis ever so gently, creating a nice posterior tilt. And just allow the hips to wiggle from side to side. Good. So we're just doing little lateral movements of the pelvis. Good. For 3, 2, 1. Then start to rotate. Maybe lifting one pelvic calf up and then down. Feeling these little pelvic rotations. 2. And then drop the back into the floor. Fantastic. Interlace the hands fully. Wonderful. And then start to just gently extend the legs out long. Now, if you'd like, I'm going to give you the option to have a nice hip extension as we move into our final Shavasana. So if you'd like, take a block. On the lowest height, place it under the sacrum. And then from here, just allow the pelvis to drop nice and firmly. If you want, you can even take 2, placing them fully under the glutes and the pelvis. And then just take those arms out to the side. And just allow the breath to drop into the body. Taking a full inhale. And exhale. Inhaling. And exhale. And again, just allow the breath to ease, release any tension in the body. Maybe even take a scan, gently moving from the feet to the crown of the head through each part. Your feet, legs, knees, hips, torso, arms, shoulders, back, neck, head. And just allow this breath to gently slow. Maybe with each inhale, just allowing it to extend by a beat, a moment. And then when you're ready, in your own time, begin to allow your breath to gently draw you back into this space, into your body. Allow yourself to maybe feel the breath in the fingers and the toes, in the hands and the feet. Feel it slowly and easily move into the legs, the arms, the head, the shoulders. Just gently feeling little rocking motions move through each part as you draw yourself gently and fully back into your body. And then when you're ready, maybe beginning to draw the knees bent, the arms overhead, removing the block if you're still on it. And just allow the pelvis to drop heavily into the ground. Coming into your breath, this full inhale and exhale. And then when you're ready, inhaling the knees in towards the chest. And just gently rocking the pelvis from side to side until you slowly roll onto your side, releasing the head onto the arm. And just in your own time, taking as much time as you need, draw yourself into a seated position. Crossing the legs and releasing the arms onto the lap. Slowly and easily close the eyes and just come into the breath here. And then when you're ready, inhale, draw the arms up and overhead. Allowing the eyes to stay soft or closed. And then drawing the hands into a prayer. Allow the thumbs to just drop to the forehead. Take a full breath in. And then exhale. Release the breath into the earth, dropping the hands to the floor or the ground. And thanks for sharing your practice today.